What's going on, everybody? It is Jay Wilson and just made it back in time, actually a minute early. I was in Norman checking out some stuff with Fish Gallery. If you didn't see it, which you may not have, you can go check out CICHLIDS on Facebook and CICHLIDS US on Instagram. But just as the title says, new aquarium is in and making some changes to some things that we discussed last week. I posted the video on Sunday discussing, setting up an aquarium. Is your tank too big? That sort of thing. In preface to this, so first off, I want to give a major shout out to Neptunian Cube USA. Killing it. These things, if you've seen the 36, this is 72 by 22 by 22. And it's got 3 doors. I did not get a sump because I will be using CICHLIDS canisters. And honestly, I had a few people that are in the saltwater hobby, and they were over yesterday helping move it, and they were completely blown away by how awesome the aquarium is. The only adjustment I have to make is on this door, and then I'll level it, and then we'll rock and roll. I got 5 boxes from Carib Sea today, so I'll go over that in another video. You can check that out on Instagram. And honestly, I'm just super pumped. So now it comes down to some few things for this tank, and I'm going to discuss what I'm going to put in here, and then I'll discuss some other changes that are happening and some tweaks that I made along the way. So do me a favor. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, share this video, hit the like button. If you have a question, don't hesitate to ask that question, especially in this forum. Also, big announcement, Monday, memberships will be available on this channel starting Monday. So if that's something you want to be a part of, awesome. If not, I'm still going to do these Wednesday videos, and I'm still going to be posting my videos every Sunday. The membership is going to get some really cool perks, though. Just the perks of getting behind the scenes stuff, uncut, all of that stuff. So I'm really excited for that because I didn't think I'd ever get to that point, but definitely something to look forward to. So let's discuss this tank. And then if you have questions along the way regarding Neptunian Cube USA, Universal Rocks, or what I'm doing, I'll kind of give a rundown of this and explain what's happening. Coke Zero, Buffalo Trace, Rockin' and Rollin', Turbo Fish, Sergio, HC Dynamic Leo, what's going on? So let's talk about fish first before I get into all the other parts of this aquarium. I'm looking at putting in 35 to 40 Tropheus Morago Tanzania. Oh, yes. The idea was I wanted different, but still Tropheus. So there's going to be 2 types of Tropheus in this home, and one of them is the Morago Tanzania. The other is going to be Moray Kasanga, which is the red rainbow. And so I'll probably have about 15 to 20 in the 36, and I'm going to have 35 to 40 in here. There will also be Dardini or Dardinii. I could be saying it wrong. They're dither fish for me, so they'll break up any of the animosity with the Tropheus. And then I'm going to have my catfish, the catfish that it's the oldest fish that I've had running with me. They've been everywhere. They've been through everything. They're not going anywhere unless they decide that it's time for them to go somewhere. But they will also be in here. Maybe gobies from Cunningham Cichlids, but where I'm getting the Tropheus is someplace rather new for me. And I'll give you the website here. But the gentleman I know, his name's Aaron White. Awesome guy. A little rough around the edges if you don't know him. But once you know him, he's cool. He loves Tropheus. He loves fish. And he does this while wearing Crocs. That's kind of his trademark. But I'm pulling up his website here. It's Lake TanganyikaCICHLIDS.com. Awesome website, cool guy. And so you'll be seeing a lot of stuff from him when it comes to setting up these aquariums. And then I'm going to go to my tried and true Cunningham cichlids, Dave's Rare Fish. I've known Aaron. I know his quality, so I'm very excited for that. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do as far as background goes with this. If I'm going to go full on background like I did in the last one, thin, or if I'm going to do a little bit deeper. I just put some rocks in here to kind of show the depth. To me, there's some big rocks in here. So that's exciting to see. I was a little nervous for that, but you can see both sides. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's about 2 feet long, a little bit over 2 feet. And then I've got this massive one that is designed for Liam's trucks. And then a couple of others over here, just so you can see the depth. So this is really cool. I am going to vinyl the back of it with black vinyl. And then it will be filtered by some canisters from CICHLIDS. Then I'm going to try a new light from Reef Bright. All this stuff is on the way. Do they ship to California? If you're talking about the fish place, yes. If you're talking about the aquarium, yes. If you're talking about Universal Rocks, yes. So they all do that. As far as the rocks go, I've got some natural rocks. And then, of course, I'm going to tie in some Universal Rocks. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do super thin background or if I'm going to do one that really hasn't been done much. It's a brand new background, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Now, the reason why I was almost late is, no, Jay is not big time. Jay tries to be big time in his own right, but here, I'm gonna move this over. I think I can spin this real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. So I used to have the Zebra Pleco tank. Boom. So sorry about this light, but that's the Zebra Pleco tank. And there's a table there because the Zebra Pleco tank used to be up here and I couldn't really see it and didn't really enjoy its placement. So I had to make a decision, and I was out and about with Wendy and we found this table that happened to be a sweet price, and it's made of solid wood and it can hold an aquarium. Now, I'm not putting a 55 on it, but I wanted something that could be set off on top of there. But I didn't want it too tall and I didn't want it too wide because ultimately the zebras enjoy fast stream, which I'm going to be filtering this new aquarium with this hot jammer. Yeah, baby. And I have the aquarium right here. So I'm going to unbox it to show you. And now you can see the upgrade. It was just like bang, bang. I saw the aquarium at Prestige Worldwide Corals, one of the best names of all time for any coral shop. Prestige Worldwide Corals, boats and zoas. It is absolutely amazing name. But Tanner and Brad down there are cool. And I asked them if they had anything used that was around, the 3 foot range, could be 2 foot, but I didn't want it tall. And when you're looking for something specific and you're not ready to pay custom prices, it's tough to find exactly what you're looking for anywhere, let alone online or in a local store. I also didn't want it to be an all-in-one because I did want to use this canister filter to push water fast. So it was really difficult. And then they were able to find a 36 by 12 by 12. So as soon as they found it, I said, well, we got to find a stand that could match this because I don't want to buy this huge kit. It costs an arm and a leg. Found the table that can be turned into something else later if I decide to go bigger or the zebras start to breed and I move them somewhere else. Whatever the case is, I always look for versatility. Like this, if I got rid of the aquarium but kept the stand, it could be versatile. I can use it for something else. So I like to have that versatility. So currently you see that desktop aquarium. Now let me pop this open. Now I could have went with, you know, one of the $1 per gallon sales and gotten the black trim. And the black trim has a place. My Congo tank has black trim. It looks good. Do I wish it didn't have any black trim or black silicone? Yeah. But at the time, it is perfect for what it is. The footprint is great. This is what I was looking for. And somebody just asked a question. The aquarium and fish place I want to get from Dave's Rare Fish. Absolutely. They both do it. What would you get from Dave's Rare Fish, a Buccochromis or a Fusco or a trout? I like the Buccochromis out of all those, so I would go Buccochromis. Hey, lurking while I wrap up some emails. No problem, Candy. Thanks so much for your support anyways. So, this bad boy, I was not prepared for any of this because I was in Norman with Fish Galleries, checking out that new setup of that massive cylinder tank, and then ran to pick this up. And then, well, I didn't run, I drove. And then immediately came in, sat down, typed, took a photo, posted it. So that's why there was no pre-anything. But definitely hit the like button, please, because, man, it is exciting for all this stuff. You know, this is silly, but I've got my Ninja Turtle collection going. If you know anyone that has Ninja Turtles, anyone, I'm talking older stuff, new stuff, doesn't matter, access to it, send them my way. I'm always looking for stuff. And there's two reasons. One, it brings me back to my childhood, but I didn't really have much of a childhood. So I grew up really fast. So this is my revert back to childhood, and it's an attachment back to my family, my dad, and just that time. So it brought back a lot of great memories. So I'm always after whatever I can get in terms of turtle stuff. So Prestige Worldwide, isn't that the name of Will Ferrell's company from Step Brothers? Yes, it is. Are you planning on coming down to check out Imperial's new setup once they get done with the remodel? I was actually talking to Jacob about it, and it is on the radar. And I hope with COVID and with my foot, it's difficult to maneuver this stuff. And let's see, how do Buccochromis do with Red Empress and other regular haps? As long as they're big enough, they should be good. Yeah, Buccochromis is a dope, but anything that they can fit in their mouth is something to be aware of. Buy the metalhead turtle of NECA. Yeah, so I can't find it. I have most of the NECA new stuff, but I can't find it. If anybody can find this stuff, I am telling you right now, if you buy it and tell me, I will get it off of you. I am letting you know that right now. But if you can't do it, don't worry about it. But definitely you can message me, you could Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Same feeling with TMNT from Fish Room Fever. John Edwards. Tomorrow is the big day. He is going to be a Faja. John Edwards is an amazing dude. He's got some really cool tanks, and he's about to be a dad for the first time. He's been going through the process for a while now. He's got a really cool story, and it's about to happen. So, John, my thoughts, my prayers. I am here for you, dude. Call me, text me. You got my 100% support. And when the baby is here, you let me know, and we'll work on getting that baby some cool stuff. So Prestige worldwide. So we got sidetracked, but the aquarium is here, right down here. I'm excited. Let me show you. Protection. Always have protection when mailing anything glass and alive. Do. Are you ready? Look at that. Look at this beauty. Woo! Oh, so pumped. 36, 12, 12. This is literally like holding it. I've measured it out, looked at it, the whole nine. But holding it and seeing it, far better footprint than I thought. I didn't want a tall tank. I don't like tall tanks for a couple of reasons. One of those reasons is usually it's wasted space. And the other is, if you didn't know, I don't have a long arm reach. But this is 12, that's 19, this is 22. It's actually, they're perfect because I can get right down in there. I don't have to get on a massive step stool to do anything. Now, when I get the big Paludarium, that will change, but I won't be doing tons of maintenance up top, you know, with plants and things like that, which I will get to in a moment. So, hi, Jay. Hi, everyone. Greetings from Italy. Buongiorno. So I believe Italy is back to work this week, and then next week they have another week off. So I hope everyone in Italy is doing well, Marco. Thank you for joining. And Marco loves cichlids, so I enjoy hearing that. All right, so zebra pleco thing will happen. I'm not blacking it out. It actually will sit perfect right on that table. And I don't even want to put it back in the box. I like literally want to put it on the table, get it set up, but there's a lot of logistical moving to do that. But yeah, and I don't want to stress the zebra plecos out. So if Jennifer Williams sees this, I want your zebra plecos. Give them to me. No, we've been discussing potential breeding, but that's what the goal was I got two little itty bitties. They're doing wonderful in there, and I want to give them more space, not because they'll necessarily use it, because I want them to feel more comfortable. And that's where more rocks come in. That's where more hiding spots come in. And that's where more zebra plecos come in. And hopefully breeding comes in. KG Cichlids is in the house. Brian Hahn, what is going on? So definitely super fun. Yeah. I'm going to put this down gently. Yeah. But super cool and definitely exciting. So that's not it. I've made some changes. Jay, you don't need that tank. I'm telling you, it is a Mr. Aqua. Okay? Mr. Aqua Exquisite. This is not a plug. I paid for it. The whole nine. I got it from Prestige Worldwide, wide Corals. It is ultra clear all the way around. I didn't necessarily want that because at thin levels of glass, it doesn't make a difference, honestly. But when you get thicker, which they actually did because it is bigger, they went a little thicker, so it looks really primo. And when it sits on top of this, whoo-wee, hot dog. So definitely excited. But none of the fish changed out of the 36 that has the holding for the Dardanelle, except for the Tropheus. I'm going to be keeping the Kasanga Red Rainbow and then the Morago Tanzania in here. The Morago Tanzania are kind of rare. And I want to do that fish justice because it is kind of underappreciated. It's not super colorful, but they get a little bit bigger. And they display some really cool patterns, a lot of polka dots or a lot of dots on their head. Like I said, not ultra colorful. And they were, I believe they were just discovered, like, not like yesterday, but not like a lot of the other Tropheus species. So definitely cool fish. The big change comes from the Paludarium. Yeah, I'm going to pull this up. So I reached out. The fish guy's messaging me. I'm working on shipment of the fish. I'm not lying. This is happening. He's here. So I talked to Josh's Frogs. I've had a great relationship with Josh's Frogs. Now, I know that I can put whatever I want into that Paludarium, but I'm not that person. One, for a couple of reasons. Because of what I'm going to do, I want to make sure that everything can cohabitate properly and that Josh's Frogs would recommend it because that's what I'm aligning myself to. And I think they were like Forbes 500, again, fastest growing small companies. I mean, they're not number one, but they're also not last. They're like in the middle and they're crushing it every year. And I love it. So I reached back out and said, milk frogs, chocolate milk frogs, which is cool, and regular milk frogs, Amazon milk frogs. And he said, look, man, I know that you enjoy multiple species and you want movement and you want color. I would highly recommend doing dart frogs on the bottom. So then I was like, boop, ears perked up. I'm ready. Okay, I'm listening. He said, can you make a platform that gives you, now remember, it's 30 inches deep, that can give you 20 plus inches of land? And I'm like, easy. I'll even have something coming out of the water, so if an animal gets in the water, they can get back out. He's like, do 3 dart frogs, right? It's 48 inches. I could probably do 3 to 5 dart frogs on the bottom. So 20 by 48. So I've got to pick the dart frog. He said, and then you can do a couple of different tree frogs that can go with those dart frogs. So I'm like, so now I've got mid-level, they can go pretty high, but they'll probably stay mid. So I've got clown tree frogs and I believe lemur tree frogs that I'm looking at right now together. So now I'm like super pumped. And I said, is there a lizard that maybe I can incorporate with this paludarium? And he's like, if you're willing to wait, we have some anoles that we should be getting. They're breeding. We're bringing them in, this whole thing. And I'm like, anoles? Like, no offense to anybody that likes anoles. They're cool, but they're a dime a dozen in Florida. They're a dime a dozen in Texas. They're a dime a dozen in any tropical environment. I believe they originated, part of them, there's like the Cuban anole. They're brown, they're green. Yay. Okay. So I looked at 2 different lizards that he talked to me about. One was a micro gecko. I looked at them. I've had them before. They're cute, but they're just not bad, right? And I wasn't about to drop like $150 a pop on a neon day gecko with the risk of something happening. So he tells me a couple of different species of anole. And immediately I go right to searching, right? Almost really quickly. And there was an anole on there, I'm pulling it up right now, that I had never seen before, ever. Doesn't mean you haven't. And then I immediately was like, yep, I want to hold them. What? Look at that thing. This is an anole or anole, whatever you want to say. This is an anole Allison, Allisoni. Look at it. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Just absolutely amazing. And it's happening. So I'm going to do them, a couple of tree frogs, and some dart frogs down at the bottom. And that paludarium is going to be rocking. I'm going to keep the same fish, but I was in search of a very special Cory cat. I'm going to pull it up. I've never seen them before. And I was able to find them. I'm just waiting. The Venezuelan orange. Whew. Now, I know that a lot of people do some funny stuff with their photography and things like that. My forehead is massive. But they do, a lot of stuff. But I believe that I can truly appreciate that fish. Oh, the guy, he's messaging me right now. So I'm going to look at making sure he has everything that I need. So, hey, Jay, what's up? Just smash that like button for you. Appreciate that, Ruben. Nice. They're a type that's all blue, but rare, though, in the pet industry. Adrian, there's a gecko. I think it's Williamsoni, and its common name is electric blue, but they're just boring. They're beautiful, but they're boring. Your forehead could get bigger every year. No, I'm not receding. It's always been big. Set up that tank and take these gobies, is what Cunningham said. Josh, I just got it yesterday. Got to give me time. I've got to get the filtration. I've got to get the background. This stuff takes time, Cunningham. That tank should already have water in it. I don't have any filtration right now. We've done a fantastic job because the CICHLIDS canister filter is like one of the hottest canister filters right now on the market. And if you can get it, which I can't even get it because it's bought just right. It's crazy. It's just, yes, that, the Ultra Zero, it's just absolutely insane. Yes, water. Yeah, but Google it. There are a few pick on the blue anole. All right, I'm Googling it right now. The blue anole. Does anybody have any questions before I touch on some other stuff? Whoa. The blue anole is small but highly threatened. Anolis gorgani. Whoo-wee. Y'all ain't ready for it. It's kind of weird looking, though. It doesn't even really look like an anole. But this is what messes with me. Mason's World 6000. Look at, that's what messes with me. See that picture? Cropped and saturated, same one. Actually, you know what? Do me a favor. So there's a young gentleman, Mason's World 6000 right here. Mason is breaking into the YouTube world, having fun with it. And Mason's got some really, really cool memory capabilities. That's pretty fascinating. Mason has way more energy than I do. And if you do me a favor, go check out his channel. Hit the subscribe button. Just tap it. Just boop. Just do it for me. I know he would greatly appreciate it. He's getting ready to do some really cool stuff. He's got some new gear. And I'm excited to see what Mason's World 6000 does. I think a Komodo dragon would look nice. I think that you should lay off whatever it is you're drinking right now. I was just talking about you in my live stream that just ended, Jay. Thanks, Ben Ochart. Ben Ochart in the house. Ben O. CICHLIDS is checking it out. Appreciate you coming over. So this is just crazy. Tank, Paludariums en route, stuff to set up the saltwater tank en route, Carib Sea stuff already here, lights from Reef Bright en route. Oh my goodness. Billy Parker, how long is the wait for whales? I'm not sure. There are some stores that have them. I just know I can't get them yet. I have to wait because here's the thing. Like I can say, yeah, let's get them. But then I'm taking away from stores. I'm taking away from folks that have the demand, that have a business that their family relies on. And I don't want to do that. CJ doesn't want to do that. So I'll always wait till stock levels are at a solid stock level so that stores have their picking, distribution has their picking. So I'm sure you could check. If you don't have a local store that carries CICHLIDS, which you should, point them my way. You can always check online. Tiffany White, thank you for coming in. But yeah, definitely check online. I'm sure you can find them from one of the major online aquarium shops. I'm not talking big box retailer. I'm just talking about even saltwater. You could definitely find it. John Green, Jay Wilson, I love your vids and was wondering what the size of your 220 was. Just curious. So I had 72 27 by 27. And it was beautiful. But It's 5 inches shorter and 5 inches less wide front to back. This is just the perfect footprint for this room. It ties it together. I just posted it today. This room is a room you want to come in and relax. And especially with this new desktop that's going in there, it's going to be sweet. So there's just so much going on that I'm super thankful. I'm super grateful. I'm in like one of the best moments that I've been in, heck, 1.5 years, 2 years. It's time to live. There's all this stuff happening in the world and everybody's doing this, right? And I'm like, woo, like moseying on through, because at the end of the day, I can let it affect me, but why? 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 We have so much to be thankful for, so much. And even if we're stuck in a rut or things aren't going our way, there are 2 things you can do. Change it or continue to dwell in it. Who wants to dwell in it? It's like being in a haunted house and you're scared and you're like, you know what, fine, I'll just stay here because I'm too scared to walk out that door. Right? It's right there. Just walk out, make the change. Get out of that emotional state, get out of the headspace and enjoy yourself. And I don't know why the light got brighter, just magically. I have a 125 with a flower horn and an FX6 and I love it. I am happy that you are happy with what you got. That is it. That is it. But if you're not happy, make the change. Aquarium Depot and Bulk Reef Supply carry CICHLIDS, I'm pretty sure. I don't believe Bulk Reef Supply carries the canister, and I don't know if Aquarium Depot does. They're out of California. I can never get a hold of them. So if you can walk in there, Ben Ochart, and say, hey, Jay from CICHLIDS has been trying to get in contact with you. I'm here. I'm ready to help the folks of California make a move. So, tons of cool stuff happening. We went over it. Monday, memberships go boom. So hold on to your seats, internet. It's about to get real. Behind the scenes, live video for members only. Raw, uncut, real stuff. Some perks that go along with it. Some really neat little holla stickers and all this happy, fun stuff. But more importantly, it's a look inside behind the scenes, because I don't always show behind the scenes. I don't even do it on Instagram. And so that's exactly what's going to happen. Did you enjoy your rock poaching adventure with Wendy? Yes, I did. We went to a really cool place. I'm going to post another photo after this. It literally looks like we were on the moon. We went to the Salt Flats in Oklahoma. We were on our way out, and there was just a ton of rock piles along the road. It was a county road. Somebody was like, if you take it from the town, you take it from federal and state. I don't know where it was. We were on a county road, and the rocks were there, and I'm like, boom, they're going to match this aquarium. Let's get it. She went haywire, threw it in the back of the pickup, and we got them. I have not washed them. They're still there. Like I said, I just got the sand now, so I still got to rinse that. And this whole process is going to be, documented, of course. One more question. What is your favorite tank you've had? Great question. My favorite tank would have to be the Dardeni Tropheus tank. I just loved the depth. I loved it. It was fantastic. But in terms of longevity, it would have to be that first background gray canopy 220 Marine Land, which probably wasn't the best idea with Marine Land at the time, but it was great. And I mean, it gave me the ability to continue doing some really cool stuff. So probably that tank. But this tank right here, man, I'm really excited for it. And I really like this Congo tank. So it's very hard. I'm sorry. Dragon Lair, how's it going, buddy? Jordanella, I'm sitting though. What do I do? If you're sitting, strap yourself in with a belt. I'm getting my flower horn breeding project up and running, high grade, double Z, Campha. Flower horn naming turned into like snake naming. What is it? Like, dude, I've got a super rare citronella, outdoor woodsy smoked duck camo, epic 0.22 yellow fire. Primo, double Y. I don't know if double Y is the thing. I'm not knocking it. I literally, that's what I see, and I don't understand it. I don't. And it's with coral too. They're like super starburst, ultra Ironman, ultim, vibranium, bounce. I'm like, I don't even know. I can't keep up. I don't know what it is. Electro Dragon Jetpack Surprise. Is that real? Tell me that is real. Jay, tank behind you will make for a great stream view. That was the idea. I know folks didn't like looking at a wall. Patience is key in this hobby. It is going to be amazing where I sit. It's going to be amazing for me. It'll be awesome for you. It's like naming ball python morphs. That's what I'm saying. What up, shipmate? How much longer until the rat enclosure is done and you get Splinter? Nope, not happening. Nope, not happening at all. Never. Not keeping rats. It is now. So, yeah, with memberships going live Monday, just some fun stuff happening. Honestly, the only thing missing to this is like travel and my son here 24/7. Now, I know I cannot have my son here 24/7, but this first, third, and fifth weekend thing is rough because so many breaks without him. Kind of is lame. But as much as I want him more and push for it more, I will not go against the grain yet. Do you have any experience with Bumblebee and Buna? Don't get them. Don't get them. Ever. Forever, ever. And forever, ever is not long enough. What size is the tank behind you? It is 72, 22, 22. Neptunian Cube USA. I missed the boat. Membership? Yes. You can do it or you don't have to do it. But Monday, I will launch memberships on YouTube. It's going to be $5. It's not expensive. I also don't think it's too cheap. And ultimately, it's going to have some really cool stuff that I will not be posting anywhere else. 0 places. Not even Instagram. It will be fun. And the live videos will be a little bit more intimate. I'll still do these, but we'll have intimate live videos, which is cool. So Adrian just asked, why are Bumblebee tuna cichlids bad? Well, Bumblebee and Buna. First of all, when they get older, they go black. So they just don't retain what they look like. You're like, oh, look, it's so cute. It's the Bumblebee. They get old and then black and then and then they're nasty. And it's the same thing like Ben said. It's like Erotis. They're on a mission to destroy. And not happening. Are you going to Chicago's Aquashella in December? Have you went anywhere in Chicago in December? I don't know if it's going to happen. That's just me. That is not secret information. I don't know if it's going to happen. But it's in December in Chicago. If you've ever flown in and out of Chicago anytime, let alone winter, you know that it is so I don't know. Shipping livestock in there, I don't know. Aquashella is fantastic. It's a cool place to be, but it's also December in Chicago. Any experience with GBR? Maybe an abbreviation I'm not tracking with, right? Bumblebee tuna is never a bad choice. No, what was it? Was it Ace Ventura 2? He's like, Bumwat Twana or something. And he's like, Bumblebee tuna. Chicago misses you. I miss Chicago. I think it's a cool place. I love the Navy Pier. I love bouncing in and out of Chicago. I'm not a city person to live, but definitely a cool place to visit. Bumblebee Tuna, Little Giants, childhood movie. Don't know if I'm dating myself. I mean, Little Giants is a great movie. German Blue Ram. No, never. See, I don't do this. Have you kept SPD? I apologize. Now that I see German Blue Ram, I get GBR. I've never kept it. I don't know. I understand them. I've been around them before, and I get it. But what is the best tank mate for a platy? Something that probably would nip, that's not aggressive. Maybe Endlers? I think platies can be a little bit aggressive, but I don't know. Other platies. Do you know your ABCs? I do, and I also know them in Italian. So yes, I know my ABCs. Jordanella. Much love from Portugal. You know, I actually applied for a job in Portugal when I was in the Navy. It was in Lisbon. I didn't get it, obviously, but beautiful country. Beautiful country. So let's hit some more questions. Best tank mate for tiger barbs. Boom, they are aggressive, little turd burglars. So, I mean, you could probably do any of the other barb species. That's probably right around it. But barbs are definitely turds. So stick with the barb family or semi-aggressive fish all around the same kind of size. Good night, everyone. Be safe out there. Buckle up. It's the law. My platies are in with swords and guppies. Yeah, it's perfect. So that is a good tank. I think that's beautiful. So I asked a question today on this live video. What is ultimately the biggest aquarium? And I'm not talking like, I went to the Atlanta Aquarium one time and I saw the whale shark exhibit. No, what is the biggest aquarium that you have seen with your own eyes in somebody's home? I have a 75-gallon tank with tiger barbs, red-tailed sharks, and common pleco, and they all seem to get along. Perfect. Look at that. Great convo right here. So there's a lot I've got to work on building-wise. I'm going to actually, right after this, I'll go live on Instagram to show folks what I had to do until I got the vinyl, the black vinyl, to that other Neptunian aquarium out there. I know Biggs, so big tanks. Biggs doesn't have big tanks. Biggs is fake. Oh, show us your backpack. Oh, I got a new... Look at Zenzo. Tazawa Tanks asking for the backpack. So this knucklehead posts something on Facebook, and of course I see it, and I'm like, looking for... hold on. Ooh. Yes. But this is why this backpack is kind of funny. One, Zenzo buys a ton of bags, but what most people don't realize is I've probably had 20 backpacks in the last 2 years. I get them, I check it out, I put it back. I get them, I check it out, I send it back. But this is serious because I've been looking for a bag that can do it all. I'm tired of carrying 2 bags. I got one for my camera, and then I got one for all my other stuff. So Tazawa Tanks posts this up, and it's it for me. Well, for now. I can carry my camera and my computer and some extra stuff. I don't carry a lot of like junk in my backpack, but this has got something for everything. It's got handle to put on my suitcase. It's got a grab handle on the side. It's got quick access for pens. It's got quick access inside the top compartment. It's got a pocket for a tripoder up here. It's literally perfect size. And they have these little clips everywhere. And it comes with magnets to hide other clips so that you don't have to, oh, I forgot the clip. No, you got them tucked away. This is it. I know this is a fish thing, but this is ideal. It's got tabs. It's well built. I got the camo because it looks kind of sexy. Yes, this is the perfect utilitarian bag if you have a camera. And it fits my GoPro. And I mean, it's got pockets hidden everywhere to include right at the bottom. I mean, it's like a plug, and I paid for this thing. It's got a poncho for the bag tucked in here. Say what? And it's already kind of weatherproof. It's not waterproof, but it's resistant. Awesome bag. So definitely cool. It is, I don't even know the name of the bag. I saw him posted PGY Tech. PGY Tech. I can send Ben Ochart a link from my Amazon stuff, or you could just go check it out. So one of my Buddhas started getting very aggressive and nesting like crazy. He was attacking everyone. I took him out, and he's by himself now and miserable. If I put him back in, will the same happen again? 50-50 shot that it does happen again. And taking that fish out and putting him back in doesn't really change the fact that he's going to be a jerk again. They have a memory, I believe, up to 10 days, 12 days. So give or take a few days, you put him back in, he's going to be a turd again, or somebody else that is a turd is going to run his spot. It happens. It happens. Let's see. Gleason, that would depend on what kind of community and all the other members of the community. You have to consider every fish, but best to look for what you want to build the community around it. Boom, Jordanella, find your staple fish and build around it. Don't build around and go, oh, I wanted to keep that fish. And then you can't. Well, you try. It fails, and you kill fish left and right. And then ultimately it never works in your favor. And you're like, nobody ever helps me. The idea is pick the staple. You have to have the aquarium. You have to have the space. Then pick your staple fish and then work around it. Some fish cannot be kept with anything else. And if you're okay with having one fish, then okay. But if you want multiple, you want movement, you got to find the staple and then go around it. Rearrange the decorations before returning them into the tank. Honestly, that'll work. It's just more work. Fish is a turd. He's going to always be a turd. And until you can find the balance, which is finding what he wants, which is clearly he's in sexual maturity and he wants to breed, either get him in a tank to breed him or potentially get him in a larger tank to feel more comfortable with other fish. Very nice looking bag. Perfect for business and travel. This PGY bag, One Mo, has everything that I need in a travel companion. It has a compartment for all of my camera gadgetries and a spot for my pretzels and drinks while I'm jet setting around the world. Not only does it have access to a lot of other secret pockets, but it is expandable and beautiful. When you find yourself looking for professional and adventure, look no further than the PGY One Mo, because you deserve the best. That was good. I don't quite get it. They have been all fine for over a year, and his boss spot has been taken over, just not as aggressive. It happens. I mean, it happens with anybody. You can have a good friend that's great for like half your life and then turns into a turd burglar. It happens. It happens. It happens. Zenzo said that I can sell anything. No, you showed me the bag and I couldn't make a decision. And honestly, it truly is the perfect bag for me. So yeah, I'm excited about it, and I paid for it. Oh, and it came with this. It had a baby bag, so you can actually slide this in the bottom compartment and make the top compartment your full-on quick access grab. But I didn't need that. This is like, nice if I know that I'm not going to need a bag for anything else other than camera. I could take this, but honestly, this has everything I need, so it's a win. But wait, there's more. There is. Hold on, I forgot. Zenzo's going to be mad at me that I didn't show it. But wait, There's more. Ready? This bag. Oh, did I mess it up? Oh, I did mess it up. I didn't go all the way around. It expands. The guy that created this bag, if he didn't do it with a team, is a genius. But if he did do it with a team, there are a ton of geniuses. Or 5 or however many. So, and you get a spare $200. No, that was one of the things. So I bought, it was actually, I was talking to Zenzo and I said, I had a Rush 12. So I really like 511. So I had a Rush 12 bag, but I had to like throw my camera in. It was not good. And then I just couldn't find a bag that was a little bit rugged, that didn't like look like a turtle shell and had versatility to it. So there's a win. For an extra payment of $40, you can get a secondary bag at the value of $14. No, it came with it. Actually, I paid more for the camo than I did the black. But yeah, if I got it from Amazon, so if I didn't like it, I could return it. But I'm very satisfied with my purchase. And it has a limited lifetime warranty. So, but the build quality is really good, which I was impressed. But anyways, I have a Rush 12 from 511. Great bag, very versatile if you don't have a camera. Or if you just have your phone, or maybe a GoPro, perfect. But as I'm gathering more stuff, like remember that lens that I was trying to buy that was like $1,000? Boom. Jimmy hits me up in this Facebook group. A lady was selling it half the price. It's a win. It's definitely a win, but you could have looked like a Ninja Turtle. Opportunity lost. I'm about to be 37. Collecting toys on a shelf is enough. So yeah, this is just cool. This is why I like live videos. It morphs, find your icon fish, and build an empire around it. So like, I doubt Tazao is still here. But if you looked at his fish room, it's morphed. I remember when that thing looked like a tinfoil. It looked like a leftover. He had tinfoil everywhere, but it was working for him. And he just kept progressing in patience and patience. And then, boom, he's got a sick looking fish room now, right? So what I'm driving at is, just because you're here, you can always get somewhere that you want to be. You just have to plan it out. Have a plan. Have a strategy. The eBay has a lot of Ninja Turtles. eBay has a lot of overpriced turtles. And I went into a store and the guy's like, I just say he had let's say he had a Ninja Turtle. He's like, yeah, this is $55. And I'm like, dude, $55. That's the last time that sold. It was like 20. I'll give you $20. Check eBay. It's like 90. It hasn't sold for 90. It's up there for 90. Doesn't mean they're going to get it. So eBay is great for a lot of things, but just I get frustrated trying to navigate how much. For instance, I'll show you. This. Okay? Very coveted to try to find for folks that are collecting this specific line from NECA. And matter of fact, I've got friends that I've asked, if you go to Walmart, you go to Target, and you see boxes that look like this, or from a company with this name and it's a Ninja Turtle, buy it up, I'll pay for it. So this retail is $50. People are selling this thing for $170. Get out of here with that. And then they go, I've got 12 on hand. You're a jerk. Buy 2. 1 to rock, 1 to stock. I got it. I do it with sneakers. I collect sneakers and I collect Ninja Turtles and Deadpool and Ghostbuster memorabilia. A lot of people don't know that. I got all the original live action Turtles movies on Blu-ray. I'll trade you for a tank. Not happening because I got it. Y'all are still wet behind the ears. I could be your grandfather. I am taking applications. So yeah, this stuff like this, I do enjoy. I do enjoy it. It's fun. It brings me closer to, honestly, my dad. I remember one Christmas, this is definitely off topic, but I'm having fun. I hope you are too. Shredder rules. I'm actually trying to find Shredder right now, and I have Shredder and Crane. But I remember one Christmas, my dad custom built me a bike, long story short, crushed the nutsack right on the bar because the fork was not bolted properly, but my dad had custom built it. It was sweet. I had flames on it. I was bad to the bone. But I remember that year there was a trash bag underneath the tree. And it caught me off guard because it's a trash bag. And I opened it up. And I don't even remember how many Ninja Turtles were in there. But it was absolutely insane. It was the military tribute, the sports ones. I had Mana, I had Mondo Gecko, there was just so many. And I also got Sega that year. I think my dad got a bonus, to be honest with you. He's a sheet metal fabricator. And I think he got a bonus because my sister got some really cool stuff that year. And I just remember just having the turtles around me, playing Sonic the Hedgehog and Echo the Dolphin on a Sega. And it's that moment that I try to trap. And it's trapping it with this. So, I mean, we all got it. It's, Street Sharks, Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, Deadpool. I mean, I don't even know if some people know this. My son's middle name is Wade. Last name Wilson, of course. And that's the real name of Deadpool. So I couldn't name him Leonardo. It just wasn't going to happen. But let me put this back. So yeah, moral of the story is have fun with what you do. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Like, I have toys that people come in and they go, holy crap, this is cool. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, all of this. CICHLIDS said Street Sharks were huge when he was growing up in England. I can't find Street Sharks ultimately. I cannot find them. And when I do, people are just price gougers. Bless. I just gave my niece all my old Ninja Turtles I had as a kid. We were the same age, still worth it for a smile. It is absolutely amazing. But yeah, if you got them, Street Sharks, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe was cool, but I like the little ones. I can go get those. I wasn't really a collector. I just played with them a lot. But Ghostbusters, like I just picked up Slimer. Where did I put him? I don't even know where I put his knucklehead self. But yeah, Slimer's somewhere. But I had Slimer and, oh, he's in there. But yeah, it's fun. I love it. Somebody dressed up as the Hammerhead from Street Sharks for Halloween. Oh yeah. Transformers is great. Matter of fact, in Oklahoma, there is a life-size Optimus Prime in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've got to go find it. And he have the Stinkor He-Man figure. Actually, they're back out. So Masters of the Universe, the same thing. Like, I loved, Gray Skull and all this stuff. I think it was Gray Skull, was it? But it was like Skeletor. Like, it's so much fun. Great stuff. Amazing to go back to that time because we look at it and we always go, it was a simpler time. Perfect segue. This is great. I love when we do this. We go back to this memory, right? And we say, if I can go back to a simpler time, was it? For us, yeah. We were what? 9, 10, 11 years old, not a care in the world. PB&J with the crust or without the crust. We were living the dream, right? We were playing freaking Foursquare, dodgeball. We were jamming to all of these awesome cartoons on Saturday with our bowl of cereal. Like, I don't even know how cereal is still a thing. Because I remember Saturday, it was cereal. It was Lucky Charms, Smack, Cinnamon Toast Crunch Berry. You can eat, and nobody can tell me that when you ate Captain Crunch, it would cause the roof of your mouth to be raw. And then you had Kool-Aid packets where it was everywhere, and mac and cheese. And it was It was a time to be alive when we think about it, right? It was a simpler time. Murder cereal, yes. Captain Crunch, Fruit Loops. My goodness, like Apple Jacks, Warheads, Pop Fizz, Fun Dip, Nintendo 64, Mario Kart. I mean, what a time to be alive, we think. But now most of us, as I'm talking about my age, most of us now are roughly a little bit older than our parents were then, or maybe the same age. This guy said Brussels sprouts. I hated vegetables then. I love them now. S'mores, Pop-Tarts, Mario Kart, Tamagotchi. This is Roger Rabbit. That was my first lunchbox. Evel Knievel Stun Cycle. All right, a little bit older than. I'm just kidding. Disney figures in the 1950s. We think, what a time to be alive. But then we get to present day and we say, what a time to be alive. If I can go back in time, all these silly little things. Oh, if you could pick any time in the world to be back in, where would you be? I know that if I was doing that, and I had to, I would actually trap myself at this age. But if I couldn't be this age, it would be the pajamas, right? You had the pajamas Saturday morning. You had the cereal, the cartoons, the figurines. That would be a time. But would it be a time that your parents then at that age would trap themselves in? The answer is probably no. They were probably struggling. Most of them, and I'm speaking America-wise. They might have been struggling. I know for sure my parents were. Relationally, financially. I lived above a package store, which is a liquor store. The name of the street was Beaver Street. I don't know how I remember that. I was young, like 5, 6 years old. I think I saw Sesame Street live. It was yellow, the place. My parents wouldn't go back to that time, ever. But we would. So what I'm getting at is, we only want to be in a time where we had no responsibility. We only want to be in a time where we felt so comfortable, we had so much fun, and there wasn't a care in the world other than loving our parents, having fun, and going to school. You have responsibilities, but you can still hold on to a piece of that memory. So what I'm driving at is, you're going to go through stuff. Could be health issues. Could be relationship issues, financial issues. You're going to go through issues. There's going to be days that are far harder than yesterday. The only easy day, as a Navy SEAL would say, is yesterday, because it's over. But if you stop stooping to the emotional level of frustration and anger and disappointment, you're not going to always be there. You have to change your state of mind. The same way you can go, I just want to sit on a beach, man, and just chill. What changes? The scenery? Because your mindset, when you come back, is still the same. Go to a spot in your mind to realize that everything you do is a setup for the come up. If you're struggling right now, write it down. Right now. What is right now? If you are struggling, and I don't care who sees it, I'll type my own. If you are struggling right now, and I'm going to type my own right now, and then we're going to end this when I see a handful of struggles come up here. What are you doing to change it right now? Your struggle and what you're doing to change it. I'm adding mine, and now here comes the fix. There it is. Oh, crud. I can't put a, don't worry about the punctuation because I can't do a period. Otherwise, I'll go, actually, I can now. Boom. So, Michael Smith, what are you doing to change that? Emma C. Schramm, I hope you get it. But what are you doing to set yourself up in case that doesn't happen? I will end with this last comment because I'm kind of getting emotional by what this person just said. Because this is the reason why I rush back to do videos. This is the reason why I stay up late to help folks. An aquarium related live stream turned into a loving trip down memory lane and a stepping stone to the future. Oh, the power this hobby yields. Folks, you control your future. No one else. Not politics, not the internet, not the news, not your neighbors. You. You have the power to make the changes you want to take. You have the power to show up here on Wednesday to talk about stuff that we did in the past and things that we're going to do in the future. You're in control. So what are you doing to take control of your future? New aquarium, memberships, awesome things happening. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you for showing up, for being here, for being present, and to acknowledging the folks that actually typed here. Acknowledging what your weakness is right now, saying it out loud, and then fixing it. I'm going to go eat some food with Wendy. Thank you so much for watching. You know what's next. Holla!